we knew eventually this day was going to come. I'm sitting in the Jeep and taking it for a test drive. We just did a 3.5-inch lift, and I don't even know what's on, what's off. I'm pushing buttons. No engines are starting. Drive. That is some weird ass electric Jeeps. So I guess this is what the world's coming to. This is our first 4xe that we've built here. We didn't do much to it. God, that is so weird. No engine sound. Just, man, it feels like I'm driving a Segway. I think we better pull over here and walk around this thing and show you guys what's going on, because these new hybrid 4xe Rubicons are out there and you can get good deals on them, and they are kind of cool Jeeps. So let's check this bad boy out and see what the real deal is. Wait, now what? I put it in park, but there's no, like, do I turn it off? What the fuck? Okay, I think that's it. Well, I think it's turned off. God. So this is the 2022 4xe Jeep Rubicon. Customer Tom just picked it up, and this is kind of the weird stuff. I mean, look at that. What does that do? That is not where you fill it with gas. That is where you fill it with the electronic go-go juice. We kept this one real simple. We did a Metal Cloak True Dual Rate kit, which keeps all the factory control arms except for the 2 front upper control arms you can see in there. And the reason they gave you the 2 front upper control arms is so you can reset the caster, get a better caster angle. We went ahead and put Fox shocks in this one, and then the rest of the simple Metal Cloak stuff. So it's a 3.5-inch lift. As soon as he gets home, he's going to put 37s on the stock wheels. So we did some hub-centric wheel spacers on this thing that are 1.75 inch thick. So he'll be running on stock wheels, stock tire pressure sensors. He's going to go 37-inch BFG all-terrains. They're going to go ahead and keep the gear ratio in this thing just as a tester to see how it goes, see if it works, not change the gears, run 37s, and we'll grab a little bit more data on this thing. So a couple things that are different on the 4xe. It is a hybrid, so it has batteries. It can drive on all electric. So take a look at this. So here you have gas, hybrid, electric, or e-save. So if you go to electric and you're driving this thing, it's on full electric. Hybrid is kind of like a Prius, so you call this the Prius of the off-road industry. So at slow speeds it'll be in all electric, and as soon as you nail it to pass somebody or get up to freeway speeds, the 2.0 liter 4-cylinder turbo kicks in. So right underneath here is where it's all happening. So directly under the floor, right here, is where all the batteries are. And basically it's all the way along the frame rail in the same spot that the gas tank is on the other side. So the batteries are stored there. We got underneath this thing when it was on the rack. We took a look. From what I can tell, the electric motor is in the transmission, but maybe people can comment and figure out exactly where it is. Because if you look underneath the hood of this thing, looks pretty similar to your standard 2.0 turbocharged 4-cylinders that you can get in these Jeeps. So 2-liter 4-cylinder. Here's the Garrett turbo right there. And besides a bunch of extra coolant lines, you see these lines running all down the frame. It's not much different underneath the hood. You can see the power going up to the charge station. One thing that we did determine when we had this thing up on the rack is that so far you are not going to be able to fit our WFO long arm kit on a 4xe. Inside the frame rails on both sides, there's tons of room, no big V8 exhaust, no dual exhaust from the 6 cylinders. But what is there is battery power lines down one side and a ton of cooling lines that go to the back to cool the battery cells, and they're all right in the location where we put our upper control arm mount for the front long arm. And on the passenger side, along the belly pan, there's a whole bunch of little modules and gidget-midgets and widget-wanoos and whatever. So I don't know what they do. We're not going to touch them. So bottom line is, no long arm on these Jeeps, but it's coming. The electric thing is here, and I guess we just got to join it. I forgot to tell you, I'm sitting here, I'm looking also. This Jeep has all-wheel drive, which I wasn't ready for that. And we've noticed that even some of the 3.6 e-torque JLs have this. So when you're buying your JL, take a peek and you'll see, so see the CVs in here, just like the 392. So even though it still has a selector on the transfer case that says too high, there is a, here, we'll just look at it right now. So it's got too high all the way forward, 4 high auto, and then if you click it over, it's 4-wheel drive part-time. So that might come into play, be nice. I mean, I love driving the 392 with all-wheel drive, so there's an option to be driving this in all-wheel drive, and it has the RCVs in the front. But keep your eyes when you're buying your new, just standard JL Rubicons. I don't think you should be messing with that. There's just more things going on. Look to see if you got regular axle shaft U-joints in your front end, and go from there. So here it is, the wave of the future. Weird to be driving with something so quiet, but it does have a ton of power and drive good and ride good. So we're going to be seeing more of these in the future.